Hi everyone, I just wanted to come on here and let you know just a little bit more about our journey for Aaron's Corner and where we generated it from and what our goals are here. So Aaron's Corner didn't just start like in a boardroom or with a very specific strategic plan from a point of view that's more of a business. Like, we actually started in our families. So our families were impacted by special education in some way, or that we just needed some more information and we wanted to be able to help other parents like ourselves. So in our family, we started working with special education when our son Austin was not diagnosed, but he was in speech therapy as a young kid, as a 3-4-year-old, and it's just built all the way through our lives. So we started there, and that was over 22 years ago at this point. So we've seen a broad range of changes happen in special education and different needs for different kids. Where our center came into play is that we really saw a lot of gaps. There's different reasons for those gaps. Some are funding, and some have to do with language, and some have to do with just common misunderstandings or common practices that maybe aren't benefiting the student as much as they are benefiting the paperwork. And we wanted to build something that was more centered on the kids' needs and on the family's needs. So a lot of times you will have one kid with special needs, you might have another kid with special needs at the same time, or you're split between the two. So we really want to work with parents and families on how we navigate all of that. A diagnosis with anything as that might seem very minor to some of the more major things, we want to help with that. How do I navigate this situation? How do I navigate it emotionally? How do I navigate it in terms of learning more about my child, learning how to work with my child? How do I learn to be a parent advocate and be able to advocate for my kid when I feel that's needed? And so Aaron's Corner was born. Aaron's Corner, many of you know that have been around the Newburgh area for a long time. Aaron was my brother. He passed away when he was 23. Which was almost 20 years ago. And he had a real love for kids. He just wanted to lift them up and make sure every kid had what they needed. He also worked with the special needs community, and he was a great guy. And Aaron is also the brother of Moses in the Bible, and many of you know, if you know those stories, is that Aaron also advocated for Moses in a way. Moses had a speech impediment, and a lot of people don't know that, but he did. He stuttered, and in the story, his brother Aaron went with him to help express what he was asking of the Pharaoh. So it's a really great connection for us, and for us, that is exactly what we want to do: is advocate. We want to help develop your kids' social needs and teach them how to live in the world, but also how to embrace their uniqueness and that they are all special gifts, and we want to learn how to enhance that and put them on a pathway that's really positive. We also want to help parents know that they're not alone, and that it's okay to be frustrated, and it's okay to feel stressed and not know what to do. There's a lot of parents like that. I've been like that, just overwhelmed with the situation, and we want to give you that partner with you and make your child's world a better place, and make all children's world a better place. So here we are. We're ready to launch next week. We are starting our social superheroes group, and I'm really excited about that. We will be doing social superheroes camp. It is a 1-hour camp for kinder through 2nd grade, 2 slots during the week or during the day. So we have a 9 to 10 a.m. group and a 10:30 to 11:30 group. Then we have our older kids from 3rd grade through 5th grade, and they start at 12:30 through 2 o'clock. So they're an hour and a half. So it's a little longer time for them, but they're a little bit older, so that's more appropriate. And then we'll have our 2nd group start from 2:30 to 4. So we have 4 sessions a day of social superheroes. We're really excited to have our families come in. If you want to still join, you're welcome to join. We are running a special through the end of June that your intake meeting will only be $5 at this time. When you land on our page, you'll see intake required. Go ahead and click that, and you may schedule your camps. What we want to do is have a conversation with you and have a conversation of what your needs are, and make sure that we fit into the right camp for your kid and that they're in the right session. So that's why we do an intake, and we want to know everything about your students so that we know how we can best serve them. So there is what's going on this happy Friday. Happy Juneteenth. And I hope you guys have a great day.